Phoveus, or is it? Last I saw on the screen, it was on Udio.
I think they didn't swap it, but it should be Phoveus onto the gold lane.
We have seen that
It's gonna
before.
be really tough if Lilia is the one in the gold lane and Phoveus in the mid lane, right?
Right.
But, I have an opinion here. That might be a hot take, but Wanwan does good against Phoveus.
Oh,
Wanwan does good against Phoveus. Maybe in the last patch, before you had this 3 weakness points, it was very weak. Wanwan is always weak against this Phoveus because you don't get those weakness points easily. But currently, at this state of the patch, Wanwan is incredible at going up against the Phoveus because you only need 3 weakness points to be popped. And let's just see if Clover can pull it off here in the land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, match number 2, revenge or repeat. The first game will have a huge impact on the rest of the games here in this series, but we will have a pause. We can maybe talk a little bit about that Wanwan versus Phoveus lane, where I have said before, literally just moments ago, before the game started, that Wanwan is better. In the early game, in the late game, better.
it's going to be a lot better with the 3 weakness points. There's a lot more outplay potential. But if Pi can actually, if Nino can actually time it well, that's still a lot of damage that can actually be applied quite reliably just because of how Wanwan's kits work, right? It's just so much potential for the Demonic Force. And honestly, I think that can work out. It will all come down to the execution.
I do agree. I think execution is going to be very important, and I feel like Wanwan is kind of reliant on her items, so maybe before her items start stacking, Phoveus has the ability to kind of, but in lane, it's going to be difficult.
Because it's a melee.
I was like picturing Phoveus in a different lane to Wanwan, but if they're both in the gold lane,
there you go.
Phoveus is going to be so bullied. What?
There it is. There it is. That's the thing that I wanted to bring up, because Phoveus is in the same lane as a Wanwan. Firstly, no one wins level 1 against Wanwan if she is able to all in, right? And in this lane, Phoveus will never be able to all in. Trading, I don't even think he's going to be able to trade.
Oh man, you're right. It is actually Nino on the Phoveus there in that gold lane going against the Wanwan. So that is a difficult lane for the side of Alter Ego Esports. Let's see what they can do there in the top side. But it doesn't seem like Esmeralda is winning too much as well.
Right, Fersik is going for the invade, trying to get all the advantage he can get with that early game power spike, but a bit of a trade going on, right? Because on the other side of the map, you do see Sally Boy trying to make moves as well.
Well, let's see right here. Sally Boy is actually going to be zoned away by Wreck right there with Angela, and Fersik will be able to collect this orange buff. No orange buff steal from either of these junglers, as both teams will play passively here in the early stage. Sally Boy just going for the farm in his own jungle, but Wreck, he's trying to disrupt that. He's trying to get it for himself in the top side as well. Anti-Mage, like I mentioned, will not win in a duel against Esmeralda. He needs to clear the waves. That's how he wins this lane.
I'm quite interested in the choice of emblem by Fersik here, Arashi.
Right, it's a lot more aggressive than what we're used to seeing right now, and it's the same emblem that Anti-Mage is using, so I think they're going to go to be a lot more aggressive once they reach level 4 and have those ultimates to actually play around with. But for now, the eyes are on Nino because he is the gold lane. That is the lane that becomes the carry lane later on. So there'll be a lot of action there, I think, once we get into the mid game, right? Minute number 4, minute number 5.
Okay, a lot of emphasis here in this turtle area as both teams have actually rotated towards here. But it does seem like Alter Ego Esports, they do have the better setup unless this Kagura can do something in that particular lane. We'll see how they go about this.
Well, the bottom side is actually different to our predictions here. It's actually Phoveus winning it out now. Fersik going for the damage. Leo Murphy going to be able to get the knockout onto Fersik. But the way the dragon actually does it, I don't know, did it get cancelled?
It looks like it got cancelled somehow. So mid being kicked, we see that Fersik is able to somehow stop the travel. But the turtle gets secured by Alter Ego, so it's a small victory right now. They'll be trying to increase that, and with the mobility coming in from Sally Boy on that link, there'll be a bit of a macro duel coming in between the Fanny and the Link.
I think what happened was, so Leo Murphy went for the way of the dragon.
Yes.
When he kicked, you know you can activate your second skill. I mean your second ultimate, right?
Right.
But he got CC'd by the wild charge, so he wasn't able to connect onto it. I think that's what happened. That makes sense.
Right, that makes sense.
Yep, but now we are suffering a technical pause here. They do have a little bit more time to talk about what has happened so far, because Initially, I thought it was going to be really difficult for Alter Ego Esports to win this one because there's so much emphasis on Alter Ego's gameplay. They have really strong side lanes. We want Pi, we want Nino to be able to win those lanes. And so far, it seems like they are dominating in those lanes. And how will this affect their gameplay in the early game?
Well, of course, with logically speaking, right, the marksmen need a lot of items to actually start doing a lot of damage. So in the meantime, perhaps until there's some changes in the item builds, Nino will have a bit more clearing power, but right now, it is time.
Yeah, well, everyone who left because of the pause, you guys don't deserve this reward. Go ahead, everyone who stayed patient with the MPL, with the pauses, you guys can now get the hashtag Salam Tempel by Axe redeemable codes on the screen right now, where you guys can get cool, epic, special skins even, and maybe even some legend skins.
Oh, legend skins. Do you have a legend skin, Miracle?
I do not have
I
a
see.
legend skin. I have a collector skin.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Who's,
right now-
who's?
But it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I have Wanwan.
Okay.
I have Granger.
You have
And
Lancelot,
Yusun
no?
Shin. Lancelot?
Oh, do you not?
No, Lancelot doesn't have a collector skin.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
He has an M series skin though.
I have the best skin in the world.
Okay.
Emerald Wanwan, so collector legend.
Well,
Emerald
another set of
Wanwan.
codes right now for you, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Take it while it's there, my friends.
Another set of redeemable codes for you guys. Unfortunately, though, it's not the Emerald Wanwan skin. It's mostly epic and legend skins, maybe even better sometimes. But we are going to dive back into the game. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We're back into it here, where, again, it's very interesting. The fact that Clover isn't really bullying this Phoveus in lane.
Might be because of the rotations, but Sunny Boy taken very low. That is the power of the Fanny in the early game. And right there, as we mentioned, Nino gets taken out.
Wait, did the Link steal Fanny's
Yes.
red buff?
Yes. Without the Retribution, he was able to steal
Oh
it
my
away. Or
God.
actually, with the Retribution, he did.
I think with the Retribution, but he does have the Demon Slayer
Exactly.
emblem.
But now we are going to see, again, some aggressive movements from Leo Murphy inside of the enemy jungle. Udil's going to be able to clear out the waves with one rotating to that bottom side. They will have Prio for the next objective here. Spursik jumps in on the fight with the cutthroat as well with the steel cables. Anti-Mage can't really go for any wild charges because he has used it prior. Alter Ego still managing to survive here, but Fersik has used a lot of his abilities as Boy will be able to jump onto Wan. Fersik on the bad situations. Leo Murphy tries to go for that way the dragon play. Does not connect, but currently, Boy has a level lead over Fersik.
Oh, it does seem like that is the case here, but oh, it seems like they are going to be fighting for this blue buff.
Yeah, away the dragon, the power with the Tempest of Blades comboed in. Hard guard is there to save Fersik's life as he goes in for the Retribution, but does he get the purple buff? I guess he did. Boy doesn't have it right now. Rek will be able to deal the damage with Clover. Again, a solo kill down below. That's what you get when you play 1-1. You can bring him into your own turret. But Fersik now is looking for re-engage onto Uda. Goes to the cutthroat and will be able to secure a kill. Goes on to Leo Murphy again, trying to get a double. But it is a 3-for-1 trade for the side of EVOS Legends currently.
Yeah, it was actually initially Alter Ego Esports leading with, what, 600 gold? But now it has actually been turned back to the side of EVOS Legends, a 400, almost 500 gold lead as they're pushing up the tempo again, trying to set up for this turtle.
Uh-oh, Pi needs to be careful. Cutthroat is not available just yet, but the wall will lock him in place for Fersik to slice him and dice him. Maybe a free turtle here might just be given away for EVOS, but no, Fersik decides to recall first, and Ling is already punishing this recall in the bottom side jungle.
Beautiful display of synergy there in that top side. The wall was just perfectly timed enough for the Fanny to actually just take it out on the board. But oh, it seems like Fersik once again has no buff?
Yeah,
Was it stolen again? It was!
it was.
Well, that's the price he pays, but at the same time, he gets 3 kills, and he's using this Fanny a lot more effective than Kabuki we saw in match number 1. This is Fersik, right? Known to be a super mechanical player, and we're seeing it right now. The damage coming out from this Fanny is a bit unreal, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have another pause here. Another technical pause that was issued by EVOS Legends. But obviously, here in the MPL, especially in the playoff stage, every second matters. Every MS matters, I guess, right? So we need to give the players time to fix these problems. Fairness is our #1 priority here in MPL.
Absolutely, man. You do not want a victory, I don't know, discredited by the technical issues that happened during the game. So better safe than sorry. It is the playoff stage, so these matches are more important than ever. We'll just have to wait, and hopefully we'll get back into it. And let's see, Alter Ego so far, they haven't been doing very, very well. There's a lot of solo kills happening across the map. Are they going to try and turn it up to try and salvage something? Or are they just going to turtle up and wait for perhaps the more stable late game coming in against EVOS Legends?
You know, when I think about it again, their choice of emblems kind of signified that they want to go for these pickoffs. So maybe that's exactly what they're going for.
Yeah,
and we can see that happening all across the board. They do have a slight amount of pressure over Alter Ego Esports right now. Even though Selly Boy is trying to find some compensation, stealing out those buffs, it is still EVOS Legends on top.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a lot more crowd control to work around as well, so it depends. If they want to go and be aggressive, right on the Angela is just so annoying, and we see that Selly Boy kind of struggles to try and be as dominant or as aggressive when at any moment, you know, Rek will show up and could spell the end of him.
Yeah, they need to be careful though. Alter Ego. Yes, they do have a late game composition, I guess you could say, with the Lilia scaling better than the Kagura. We also have, obviously, the Phobius Esmeralda combination with the Ling that scales better than the Fanny. But Wanwan on the other side, if this Wanwan keeps on getting free farm and keeps on getting kills, it's going to get really, really scary for Alter Ego, who don't necessarily have anyone who can really tank that crossbow tang inspire combination.
Maybe the Esmeralda, but even then, you're gonna need a lot of items to withstand that kind of, you know, that kind of damage, especially with the Inspire. Now, with the pause out of the way, we do see that there is a Turtle for EVOS Legends.
Yeah, the Turtle will be taken away, but Selly Boy will be able to pick up the purple buff. Trade it in. Purple buff or Turtle? I think Turtle is still better, but yeah. EVOS Legends still in the lead currently, but Alter Ego are trading really well. Only a 400 gold lead built up for the side of Alter Ego, but just like as I predicted, EVOS Legends in this bottom side as well, getting the pressure. As one goes over the Nino overturn, and that's going to Clover pop in a lot of the weakness points. One more to fly. He goes in with Inspire as well. Nino's still able to sustain for now, and he actually gets out of it. He outplays here as Clover tries to look for a trade. Will be able to get it. Selly Boy goes in for the Tempest of Blades combo. Clover will not be able to get out. It is a 2-for-1, a 3-for-1. As what happened in the mid lane, we see that Versik has gone caught out, and we have another pause.
3-man gank in the mid lane. I wonder how many picks are a result of the technical pause we're having right now. That would be very, very unfortunate. But in that bot side, though, we see Nino. We talked about that matchup, but with the Demonic Force available, he was able to dodge for out just enough to survive the crossbow of Tang and do enough damage towards Clover. And of course, the backup coming in from Selly Boy allows them to get that very nice play, but right now, technical pause yet again.
I don't know, just the way that Versik was moving didn't seem right to me in that bottom side.
Way too aggressive. Versik? Versik was in the mid lane, right?
Oh, Versik was in the mid lane. Who was in the bottom lane?
It was Clover.
Clover and from the
Clover
side.
And one.
Clover and
one. Yes.
Who wasn't moving right? Someone wasn't moving right.
One of them, One or Clover, maybe wasn't moving right, but all right, let's see. Currently, I mean,
that was
Versik,
weird.
I think Versik was weirder in that team fight. Right? He got shut down 1v3. He went in for a 1v3 play, which is very questionable if it was intentional, right?
Right.
We have the technical pause, so basically, it kind of suggests that it was a mistake.
We'll have to see, man. I mean, logically speaking, it's not like it's impossible. We have seen Versik go for those 1v3s, or maybe just trying to bait out some skills. So we never really know. Hopefully we'll catch a glimpse of it, maybe in a replay or something. But for now, that is the breath of fresh air that Alter Ego need to try and gain some momentum back and, of course, execute their game plan. Because Selly Boy has been farming. If they can get a bit of an edge over Versik, that could be huge.
Well, you know, there's always a good side to a pause. Yes,
I
need to wait longer, but if you guys can get epic skins, hashtag Salam Tempel by X. Go ahead and check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Redeem the codes right now because this is for you guys. Everyone who's waiting. Everyone who left, you don't get it. You don't deserve it.
Us showing our support, our thanks and our appreciation to you guys, all the viewers who've stayed loyal to us up until this point. Man,
You're
2
patient.
months.
2
you
months.
important.
You're
you
important,
patient.
man. You're loyal. We appreciate that.
We appreciate
yourself a skin.
that.
Get yourself a skin. Another one.
Oh, another!
As you say that.
There we
More
go.
redeem codes here, guys. Don't forget to check these out because you have a chance, a really big chance especially, to get your hands on these epic, limited, everything skins.
Look, all right? There's a Kagura. Oh my god. That skin. The
Which
Hayabusa
skin?
That's the only Hayabusa skin that I don't have.
Is that David Beat or the deflated, like, support?
It is. David Beat, man! What's wrong with you?
It deflated.
Unfortunate.
What
you
has he
know?
been doing with it?
Well, I don't know, but we got a lot of support here. We got the EVOS Legends female team as well. The EVOS female team, EVOS Lynx, in the building supporting EVOS Legends here at the MPL with some brand ambassadors as well. But I really hope EVOS Legends wrap up their technical problems as fast as possible because, again, everyone here, they've come for a good show. So far, it has been a very good show. And we want to see more, man.
We do want to see more. And so far, they've been trading quite well, EVOS Legends as well as Alter Ego Esports. And I'm just concerned with what happened before we launched into that technical pause once again. It does seem like Nino was able to outmaneuver the movements from the side of EVOS Legends in that bottom side. But I don't know if that was if that was intentional or not because of the technical pause that has ensued. But what do you think about what will happen in towards the late game?
Towards the late game, huh? I think it's going to come down to execution and see if they can catch the Wanwan. Because if the Wanwan can just free hit and survive the initial burst, right? Yeah, marksman's just out-damage most other kinds of heroes. So that will be how the late game plays out, I think. And, you know, if you think this is, like, annoying to just wait for them, can you imagine being the players right now? Everything is going on. You have a game plan, right? You're in the zone. And now you have to just, like, zone out because it's a pause. So, I mean, it's tough for everyone. I guess the best we can do is be patient and wish them the best, guys.
Absolutely, man.
Hello,
that's the only thing we can do, right? But look at the crowd. They're staying patient. You guys should stay patient as well, man.
Yeah, patience is key.
Yeah, patience is key. Just like in game, I mean, match 1, I guess, right? The patient team gets the victory every single time. They wait for the enemies to make mistakes and they capitalize. But now it's time to talk about match number 2. Alter Ego and EVOS Legends. But another one.
What, really? This is
another one.
This is a lot of codes, man.
It is a lot of codes, but
what?
Why are you complaining, Arashi? Hashtag Salam Tempel, my guy, by Axe.
Well, because we're here and it's a bit difficult for me to start claiming. So
no, it's not for you, Arashi. It was never meant for us casters. It's meant for the viewers, man.
You know.
Come on, man. Come on.
You know.
Come on, man. You know. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
That's for the viewers.
You were looking at Arashi this whole time.
Eterna trying to pull a quick one on us.
How are you always able to catch me like this?
Guys.
Is it because of...
We got some entertainment here.
Oh, what's happening?
Are we going to have a dance battle from the brand ambassadors here of Alter Ego and EVOS Legends?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You know, what I do enjoy about EVOS Legends, though, is how when they have pressure, even if there's no real possible dives, for example, you do see they just prepare traps. One, just waiting in the bush there, that was just really, really nice, right? Because, like, by all means, it could have worked out much better, but the attempt itself, I think, is enough for us to appreciate, right? How proactive they are at making plays happen, even though the circumstances aren't exactly conducive to that end.
They're not scared of making these risky plays.
Yes.
No.
That's what makes EVOS Legends special in this game currently, right? Because as a Kagura up against a Lilia, you usually just want to get mid-control. Without getting mid-control, it's very hard for a Kagura to do anything in the map. But in this game, he's actually ignored that mid lane a lot. He's actually roamed to the bottom side. He actually gave that mid lane over to Rect 2 or 3 times.
Right, I think that's a strategy that Wan really enjoys playing because he is, by all means, a very active, roaming kind of player. So he doesn't really contest lane dominance too often. He just makes sure that anything going on the sides, right, he will be there to participate. And that's usually how he gets that pressure advantage, by always somehow being in the right place at the right time. We almost saw it work out in the bottom side, as we mentioned earlier. But I think we're going to see a lot more attempts coming in from Wan.
I really enjoy a Kagura and Lilia matchup just because of that micro use, man. Because, you know, when the Lilia wants to dish out the damage, she can. She has a lot of AoE as well. But the Kagura can maneuver around this really beautifully. And I feel like if anyone can accomplish that, it is going to be Wan.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Kagura is a very high risk, high reward, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe mid risk. But players who are able to utilize this hero, oh man.
Like Psycho from our
Exactly. Psycho. Wan as well. We've seen a lot of crazy plays. Drian and Lemon. These are all, I guess, the all-time Kagura users.
Yeah, this one is very noteworthy. And honestly, speaking of, you know, matchups in the different lanes, Saliboy going up against Fersik, it does seem like Fersik is a lot more flashy, but Saliboy has been getting a lot of good retributions, right?
Yeah, Boy has been on point here currently, especially with the Demon Slayer emblem. Just literally makes him even much more, frightening if you're up against him. Because Persic, he went for the high and dry, which is, again, very interesting. But why would you go for a high and dry up against this team? I guess the only logical conclusion that I can come up with is, remember when Kabuki and Albert met in the RQ Aura match? They were always 1v1ing.
I see.
Oh, but look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have literally just hit the 500,000 all-time peak viewer record currently. And guess what? You guys, we're going to get more skins out to you guys if we keep on breaking these records. 2.5 million is the number to beat. And look, there's a lot of crazy prizes. Legend skin, Granger, and the Samsung Galaxy A series
and
phone with a Secret Labs. Oh man, this is insane. We got JBL Quantum for 2 million viewers. We got a lot of skins as well for 1 million and 1.5. So even though we're currently at the pause, 500,000 accumulated total viewers.
Yeah, don't forget to share this and ask all your friends, ask all your family members to go and watch this.
Tell everyone you know. If you guys
your
are
dog,
outside, maybe, grab bike, right?
Stepsister.
Just tell the Grab driver to watch MPL
Exactly.
ID.
You're in the mall, start yelling out, "Yo guys, MPL is going.
MPL.
The playoffs is here, my guy. Check it out. Open your phones."
I agree. That's what you're supposed to do. That's a lot of people are watching at Sinopolis, so maybe they'll just be like, you scream at them all. They're like, "Oh, what's MPL? Go and watch it on Sinopolis."
Yeah. Go to Lita.
Go to
chat
Lita,
everyone that you
find
can
friends.
there.
Right. So right now, you don't. Let's say you don't play ML.
I don't. Let's
I
say.
shout on the mall, "Hey, play ML."
What's that?
I don't have friends.
Oh, I don't have friends.
Yeah. Lita, my boy.
What's Lita?
Find friends on Lita.
The pretty
How
and the
do I
pro.
play Mobile Legends? Watch at Sinopolis. How do I find gear? Samsung Galaxy A335G with the Secret Lab and JBL Quantum, but we're back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the pause has been resumed thanks to the Samsung Galaxy A335G, but now we are going to see a lot of aggression from the side of Alter Ego. They've actually grouped out as 5. Leo Murphy goes to the wall. Charge will be able to catch him there. Leo Murphy can't go anywhere. Wall's going to be popped right there as Nino goes over the damage onto the backside. As that's going to be Clover picking up a turret on the bottom side. Celebrate picks up the purple buff, and it will just be a trade 1-for-1. The roamer traded for the roamer.
Yeah, it's not a bad trade as well for the side of EVOS Legends. So now it is actually going to be Alter Ego Esports though with the better positioning because they weren't able to get a kill on the board, and now Alter Ego Esports, they do have a big chance of securing this neutral objective in that turtle by the Samsung Galaxy A series. But what happened to Versik?
I have no idea.
It seems like EVOs are just scrambling currently. Alter Ego, they're just getting picks all across the board. Versik has died twice in the last 2 minutes.
Not ideal for EVOs at all. And for Alter Ego, early on, they did leave Clover, so Clover had a bit of free time to farm. Not ideal, but Nino right now, being on the Phoveus, he is doing a lot of damage. We saw him land the Demonic Force on 3 people, and that chunks them completely. So EVOS Legends, if they want to fight, they have to make sure they mind their distancing, right? Because spacing will be key in avoiding 3-man Jeet Kune Dos, 3-man Tempest of Blades, right? Especially later on when Udil does damage, you don't want to stick around for that.
Well, Anti-Mage has got to be careful as well. Selly Boy is playing really aggressively. Liam Murphy goes in for the Jeet Kune Do, and that's getting the Demonic Force popped as well from the side of Nino. Anti-Mage caught in the bad situation, but will be able to get out with that wild charge, stunning 2 members. Alter Ego, all of a sudden with a 3,000 gold lead. Versik is 3 levels behind of Selly Boy.
3,000 gold lead, but look at Wanwan push that turret in that top side. Even though Alter Ego Esports, they have the space, they have the ability to actually put the pressure on. They have to be careful here as Nino.
There you go. That's going to be the crossbow. Tank connecting and also onto Selly Boy. Clover trying to get away right now. The Tempest of Blaze will be popped. They're looking for a re-engage. Spy goes in and out with a falling star move. Leo Murphy is able to kick him away. Juan goes over the overturn, and Leo Murphy somehow, someway survives from that engagement with 1 HP. Selly Boy now, he's looking for a re-engage. He knows that everyone has used their abilities, but he doesn't have the Tempest of Blades. He needs to be careful here. And Selly Boy will just disengage with a Finch Poise.
Juan was a little too early with that execute, but it nearly got Leo Murphy. Just a sliver of health left, and he would have been taken down. But so far, it seems like EVOS Legends, they are picking up the pace as well, as they have to be careful because they need to be setting up for this next Lord.
And what's scary is that as you can see, Clover on that 1-1, there isn't really a hard counter here. If Leo Murphy wants to use his, Way of the Dragon to try and shut him down, that will also mean Fairsec has a lot of room to maneuver. So right now, Alter Ego has to make a choice, right? We have limited crowd control. Who exactly do we want to go for? Nino picks up the Winter Truncheon just to make sure that in the 1v1 situations, he might be able to outplay Clover.
Wow, this is quite interesting here. It seems like Alter Ego Esports are still holding the pressure here all over the board. Leo Murphy is still opening vision for the side of themselves as EVOS Legends. What can they do? Are they supposed to look for team fights, or are they supposed to look for pickoffs?
Well, firstly, I think they need to get Fairsec some farm. Currently, he's not really at a point where he can look for any fights here. And that's going to be Anthony jumping with a wild charge there onto Celeboy. The time of the blaze will be popped though. And he still gets out. Fairsec gets outplayed in that situation. And oh no, it just gets from bad to worse. Clover goes in and pop every single weakness point, and he will be able to. That's going to be the Inspire and the Crossbow tank pop, but a Winter Truncheon by Nino will be there. Leo Murphy going for the G-Kundo, trying to deal damage and CC the enemy members as Clover just kites away really, really well. Juan goes over to re-engage with Nino, overturn. Pi will be taken down. A double kill for Juan as Clover is looking for one more kill onto Leo Murphy. He comes in aggressively, he gets a two-man stun, but there is no more follow-up. Udil will be able to pop the black shoes to get away. Clover looking for one more weakness point in that fight, will not be able to get it, and Udil will just be able to clear out the waves.
1-for-2 trade for the side of EVOS Legends as Clover is showing his stuff, but another kill has actually been taken for the side of EVOS Legends as Fairsec has come back, and just in time too for this Lord.
Oh my god, it's just Clover versus the world. Look at him! Wait, he's going all the way! He needs one more weakness point to pop this! It's Nino jumping with the Demonic Force, but there you have it! The crossbow of Tang will be popped, and Clover is going nuts! He's dodging every single Demonic Force, and he's baiting the Demonic Force into the Yin Yang overturn! Clover! He keeps on going with Way the Dragon pop as well! Alter Ego used all of their resources on Clover, and this is why you bat it away from him.
Huge play by the side of EVOS Legends, and usually Wanwan is not too much of a force, but in the hands of Clover, this is his comfort hero from God knows when, and he can perform on it. And guys, don't forget, for those of you watching, don't forget to get the big one free movie ticket plus 2 loot box for one match at Cinepolis.
Right, and honestly for Clover, 4-1 and 4 right now, he just has so much advantage and so little threats to him, right? Because we talked about how Nino on the Phobius, yeah, he can try and outplay, but overall, I think the only person that can deal with him right now is going to be Celeboy. So, whoa.
Wait, he's going really aggressively, even almost under the turret. He pops his Inspire as well here, Rashi. Yeah, you can continue with your analysis. I thought there was going to be a fight.
Same, I mean, you never know, right? With Clover playing it like this, later on, once some of these members actually get with the Truncheon, maybe something better would happen. But Anti-Mage has been critical in shutting down Celeboy. That's the 3rd stun in a row targeted at Celeboy.
Wait, what happened to Clover? The pause lifted, the team was in shambles, but Clover, he decided that he's going to be, he turned on God mode.
Not just Clover though, Fairsec has actually been playing rather better compared to the first stages of the game, but whoa!
Uh-oh, Clover once again trying to get all the weakness points right now, but he's going to Way the Dragon, locking him down. Leo Murphy will not have that for anyone else, and that's Clover baiting out so many resources once again. Leo Murphy forced to back away. Oh, that's a way. That's very, very far. And there you go, Clover. He has the crossbow tag. He will pop it. A killing spree from EVOS on the back of Clover's damage. Clover's engage. This is Clover's game.
It's Clover's game, and there's no real solution here because the hard guard.
Clover, what is going on? Killing spree. What happened? It feels like it's a ranked game. Clover is styling on everyone.
5,000 gold lead into the hands of EVOS Legends, as well as Pi is one of the only ones left standing.
What the heck was that damage? That's going to be the crossbow of Tang enabled. Will he pop it? Let's see. Oh, it was on cooldown. Finally a shutdown towards Clover as the wild charge will connect, but Anti-Mage will pick up the scraps. Pi taken down. Alter Ego now. They need to find a good trade. Udil gets caught low. Will be able to pop the black shoes once again. EVOS Legends 3.4k gold lead ahead. Again, all from Clover. Well, mostly.
Mostly from Clover. And now it's just difficult because they don't have a solution, right? Even if they want to try and use Celeboy to try and counter Clover, right? By bursting him down, the hard guard is there to ensure that that won't happen. He also has already picked up the Rose Gold meat here, so any damage, any burst coming in from Udil and Nino is going to be reduced significantly.
Oh man, the momentum shift has certainly been surprising here.
Yeah, going back and forth here, giving me whiplash a little bit. But Wan here needs to be careful as he is caught in a weird situation. But so far, I'm loving the synergy coming in from EVOS Legends as Rex. Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. Rex gonna get taken down. Oh! With the perfectly timed wild charge, he was able to cancel it out.
What just happened? Oh my god, Sally Boy was outmaneuvered there by the hands of EVOS Legends, and now with one member down with no retribution whatsoever, EVOS, they're pushing for this Lord.
Oh man, look at Clover. Once again, he's jumping forward. He has the demonic force pop, but it's going to be Wan going at the beginning, overturn, one more weakness point, and he's going to be able to fly. He has it. He's just waiting for the right moment to pop it. He doesn't even do it. He's just going to be able to basic attack Pi down. Lee Murphy is in the bush. He's looking for something right here and right now, but Fairstick will be able to secure the Lord in the 15 minutes as Clover just dives in for all the weakness points. It is going to be the way the Dragon popped defensively. Clover caught, but Sally Boy goes in. That's all of the weakness points. Almost popped again. My goodness.
5,000 gold lead by EVOS Legends here in the 16th minute. And look at the pressure all across the board. The top lane, the mid side, the bottom lane as well, all pushing, giving a lot of pressure for the side of Alter Ego Esports to maneuver around this defensive.
I mean, it's just so difficult right now because as you can see, he just doesn't care. He doesn't even need to use the ultimate, the crossbow of Tang at all. And Rek now has a Holy Crystal to add, to make things worse for Alter Ego.
I'm honestly dying for a 1v1 standoff between Fairstick as well as Sally Boy, to be honest. I mean,
no.
but wait a minute.
Yeah,
wow.
Another kill by Clover. The falling star moon onto him just does nothing. He's able to clear and get back to full HP. He needs one more weakness point and he's going to get it. That's going to be the crossbow of Tang pop most likely here with the Winner's Truncheon buying a little bit more time, but there you go. Crossbow of Tang with the Inspire. Lim Murphy's taken down, and that is game number 1 from the side of EVOS Legends. Clover.
The thing is, Clover was an insane Wanwan, but the follow-up coming in from all the other team members were also very on point. The Yin Yang overturn does and did so much burst damage on